What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we are now 198 subs away from hitting 500 subs. And if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because practically 100% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys are not even subscribed. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed as of yet, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all my social media. All my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which is this: what was your favorite archetype from the booster set Justice Hunters? Let me know down in the comments below. And as I am moving my tripod back a little bit, excuse me. Back this up a little bit. Okay, there we go, guys. There we go. Sorry, guys, I had to push my tripod back a little bit. But anyway, since we are on the topic of Justice Hunters, today's video we actually have some new Justice Hunters support that has been added to Duelist Advanced. Now, interestingly enough, all three archetypes are actually really good, including the new Japanese style archetype. I can't think of the name. I actually want to look it up. I don't remember the names of these archetypes. I know that the dragon one is Dragon Tail. Is Dragon Tails. The other two, I don't remember the name. I'm actually gonna look it up. Let's see. Let's see. Justice Hunters. Here we are. Okay, so Dragon Tales was the first one, Yummy was the second, and then Canine was the last. So it's kind of cool that all three of these archetypes, Dragon Tail, Yummy, and Canine are all getting new support in the said Duelist Advanced. And the crazy part is, one card from each archetype is going to be added. So there's one new card for each archetype, and honestly, I'm actually kind of excited for Justice Hunters, because I truly feel like the Dragon Tail archetype and the Canine archetype are probably going to be two of the better decks in the form that will be in the format post ban list. Because right now, again, Ryziel got hit, which I feel like, yes, it was something that players wanted, but there's still so many cards in that deck that needed to get hit. So all they did was just tell players, hey, cool it. That's all that's all they did. They took out pretty much every deck that used up the cards that got banned. Quite literally. So right now, I think at this point, the decks that are still going to be in the format are going to be Blue Eyes, Dragon Ruler. Oh my god, what else did I say? Rescue Ace, Snake Eye. Ryziel is still going to be running rampant in the format, as will Yubel. So those are going to be the 5 decks that are going to be running rampant, as will Dangerous Thunder Dragon and Full Power Pepe. With Monkey Board back up at 3, Pepe is going to be very deadly. Very, very deadly. I think the only card that's missing, I think, is Astrograph Sorcerer, and I think that was more of a 2-of. So if we get that back at full power, whoo, shit. Won't that be crazy? In fact, I think Astrograph Sorcerer is legal, if I remember right. I think it is still. I think it is currently legal, isn't it? It is. Okay. So Astrograph Sorcerer is legal. So the only card that's missing from the deck, I think, would have to be Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom. And I believe, if I remember right, I think I think VFD was the only card missing from the deck from the deck, because I know that Pepe would use VFD, but still, here we are. Astrograph Sorcerer is at 1. So if it comes back up to 2, or 3, Pepe will be 10 times more dangerous than it's ever been before. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. But I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm gonna get straight into today's video. Kicking things off, we've got the new Dragon Tail support, and the name of the card is Sacramentum Dragon. And finally, for the first time in several days, card arts have been revealed. So there's the art. Looks pretty badass if you ask me. It is an 8-star Light Dragon Fusion with 3,000 attack, 1,500 defense, and it requires a dragon and a spellcaster. Where have we heard that one before? Surely that's new to us, right? I'm just kidding. I'm just busting your balls. Yeah, we've seen it before. Dragoon, we all know. Let's see here. The third effect is a once per turn. The first effect reads that it loses 100 attack for each of your banished cards. Second effect reads your opponent's special summon dragon and spellcaster monster cannot activate their effects while this fusion summon card is in the monster zone. Third effect reads you can target a dragon and a spellcaster in your grave. Special summon one and place the other on the bottom of the deck. So this is actually kind of cool because the Dragon Tail archetype can actually work with decks like Blue Eyes. It can work with decks like Red Eyes. It can work with decks like Dark Magician as a side package, if you will. And it basically makes your board even more powerful than ever before. And it also pretty much acts as like a floodgate, if you will, where if your opponent is playing Blue Eyes, you literally can bring this out, and it acts as sort of like a barrier statue, if you will, but instead of it, just being instead of your opponent not being able to summon monsters, it just prevents them from activating effects. So in a way, it's kind of like a skill drain. It's like a skill drain barrier statue, if you will, which is pretty crazy. And also the fact that, again, you're able to bring back either a dragon or a spellcaster from your grave and putting the other card into the deck, that basically means that you'll be able to see more of your combo pieces, and even potentially also see your Red Eyes Fusion, which again you can send Red Eyes Black Dragon and Dark Magician back into your graveyard, and not only do you have do you have a skill drain for your opponent, but you also have a way to deal them damage, which is absolutely nuts, absolutely crazy, you guys, absolutely crazy. Next up, we've got Valen, the Psychic Sky Blaster, which honestly, it looks kind of cool, really cool artwork. Let's see here. It is a rank 5 Dark Psychic Exceeds with 2500 attack, 2200 defense, and it requires 2 level 5 monsters, so sort of generic. Both of its effects are once per turn. The first effect reads, during the main phase, as a quick effect, you can detach one material from this card, then target a face-up monster your opponent controls, change it into face-down defense. Second effect reads, if this card is sent to the grave, you can target one set card, destroy it. So, interestingly enough, and this actually might sound crazy, but you can actually use this card in so many other decks, including Cyber Dragon, and pretty much any other deck that can bring out rank 5s right off the bat, including Constellar, Satellar Knight. What other decks are there in the format that could be used? There's also Battling Boxer, but the only issue is that if you use oh my god, what's that one monster's name? If you use his effect to raise or lower your monster's level, then that effect locks you into only fire monsters. So I would probably say also Noble Knight slash Infernoble Knight is definitely another deck that they could use it in. There's quite a few. So this basically acts as a Book of Moon. It literally is a Book of Moon Dust Tornado on steroids. Not much else to say about that. And now for the final card of the video. It is actually a term I am not going to pronounce correct, but I will try my best. Uka no Mitsune no Onari. I'm probably butchering it. I probably said it right. Who the fuck knows? But there's the card. I'm actually going to figure out what it translates to. So let's see. Translate. Let's see. Wait a second. Hold up. There we go. I guess it doesn't mean anything. I don't know what the translation is. Look up. Okay, never mind. I guess I couldn't find its proper term. Never mind. All right. I thought it would have some sort of meaning. Okay. Even also with Dragon Tail, I almost forgot. Decks like Dogmatica could also use it, which is very funny. Very funny. But the final card is Uka no Mitsune no Onari. It is a Light Beast Link 2 with 1500 attack, and its arrows are bottom and left. It requires 2 light monsters, including a beast. The first and third effects are both once per turn. The first effect reads, if the card is Link Summoned, you can target a quick play spell in your grave, set it. Second effect reads, your opponent cannot target cards in the field zone with card effects. Third effect reads, if this card is destroyed, you can choose the following effects up to the number of cards in the field zone and apply them in sequence. You cannot choose the same effect twice. Destroy one card your opponent controls, inflict 1500 damage to your opponent. So this is actually really cool because you can take literally a Book of Moon, a Cosmic Cyclone, or pretty much like any other quick play spell in the format, set it, and you're able to use it next turn, which could literally be anything. It could literally be anything. This card also protects your field spells from being destroyed by card effect, which is absolutely insane. And also, whenever this card gets destroyed, you get to literally pop a card that your opponent has and deal them 1500 damage in sequence, which is actually kind of crazy. But what's even more crazy is that you're able to use this and link climb up into a potential access code talker depending on what your board looks like, which ironically enough, if board load Savage Dragon was still legal in the format, which clearly it's not, you could use board load Savage Dragon's effects, bring this card back, equip this card to Savage Dragon, and it basically gives you a negate. But what's even more funny is, and I'm pretty sure that it works this way. If this card gets destroyed, then you literally get to use this card's effect to be able to pop a card that your opponent has and to be able to deal them damage. Honestly, that's kind of crazy. I don't know if they're gonna rule it that way. I don't know if they're gonna rule it that way with cards like Relinquish, Thousand Eyes Restrict, Millennium Eyes Restrict, or any other deck in the format that takes the opponent's monsters and equips them to your own monster as equip spells. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure that it works that way, but who knows? Who knows? I'm sure someone will let me know in the comments about that. But with that being said, these cards absolutely crazy. Can't wait to see Blue Eyes and Dogmatica, and even also Dragon Rules can also use that new fusion. Cyber Dragon could potentially use the new Xyz monster, and the new Link monster. I mean, pretty much any deck that uses up beast monsters can be splashable, but we'll see. We will see. But with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.